is Color Guard Jim Williams in the Florence Color Guard. At this time, we would ask that you please rise, remove your baseball caps. Singing this afternoon's national anthem, David Mosley. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave? David Mosley, ladies and gentlemen.
Army side.
With a history spanning over 75 years, the 204th Army Band of Vancouver, Washington and Fort Snelling, Minnesota is unique among Army bands. The 50-piece band is part of the 80th Readiness Division headquartered at Fort McCoy, Wisconsin. The deeply historic roots of the 240th Army Band is a beacon of hope made up of citizen soldiers who instill a profound sense of patriotism in the soldiers and community members they serve by infusing the Army story into each and every note they play and sing to educate, entertain, and inspire. Let's welcome the 240th Army Band. And just welcome to the town of Lincoln Park, serving our community since 1961. They have 8 fire response vehicles and 1 medical response vehicle, typically averaging about 20 firefighters on the department. The volunteer department averages 250 medical and fire calls per year. Or the Lincoln Fire Department. Cranberry Festival is honoring Carolyn Hickman and Gail Sutherland as the Grand Marshals. The festival is honoring those dedicated and devoted individuals that donated their time and energy to holding an officer's position on the Florence Cranberry Festival Board of Directors. Carolyn Havelman's many roles include treasurer, flea market chairman, food concession chair, in charge of publicity, advertising, and as well as media and other various other committees. Part of the festival from the beginning. Gail helped with the arts and crafts, flea market, was also chair of the farm market, and helped in the early years with the horse show and gymkhana. Gail is also an instrumental on the advisory board. Thank you, Carolyn and Gail.
I like that.
Please welcome the 2022-23 Florence Cranberry Festival royalty. Queen Kendall Murdoch. Cranberry princesses are McKenna Roos and Abigail Back. These 3 young ladies are embarking on a year-long adventure as they represent the Florence Cranberry Festival at various events and parades throughout the state of Wisconsin. Congratulations, ladies. Also, acknowledging the 2022 royalty contestants Margaret Ashburn, Riley, and Annabelle Hahn.
He's not your average bear. Please welcome Yogi and the rest of the Jellystone Park family. Also riding along with Yogi are the Florence Cranberry Festival VR guest winners. They were selected at the 2021 Festival Cranberry Cruisers. The 6 couples from Iowa wanted to visit someplace unique and chose the Florence Cranberry Festival. Let's welcome the Toma High School Marching Timberwolves. They're going to be a part of the Florence Cranberry Timberwolves feature 110 once again in Florence. The marching Timberwolves will follow their participants. The 49 How about the Toma Marching Timberwolves? Performing in football and basketball games throughout the season. They do fundraising throughout the year. They compete at 5 or 6 competitions a year. They are 3-time regional champs in pop and regional champs in jazz. These dancers put in many hours of practice to make sure their dances are spot on. The Toma High School dance team. Let's welcome the both Field Air National Guard base from Kent Douglas, Wisconsin. Let's give them a big hand. Cranberry Fest would like to welcome Dawn Erickson, driving Wisconsin Teen Out Teen. Dawn Erickson from Sparta, Wisconsin, here today in her classic 1973 Corvette Stingray. How about this, folks? The original sticker price on that car was only $6,885. Now plays a role model for teens, spreading word about her social impact initiative. You're invited, celebrating different abilities through inclusion. Sponsored by Northwoods Cheese Company. Grandfest welcomes the Generation Dance Academy in Lisbon, Wisconsin, the area's premier studio for dance education. They instruct children from age 2 and a half to high school. They offer a wide variety of dance classes to both girls and boys. In December, they will be traveling to Florida to perform at the pregame and halftime shows of the Tampa Bay Bowl. To register, visit their website at GenerationDanceAcademy.com. Similar to a unicycle, however, instead of sitting above the wheel, the rider sits inside. This one-wheeled wonder has been in over 500 parades and events across the Midwest. How about a big round of applause for TJ's Howell's Rocket Cycle? Oh, that's pretty cool. Grand Fest would like to welcome one of the longest-running race teams to come to the Grand Fest Parade. One Racing at Toma, across Dells Raceway Park. If there's a racetrack, they're running it. Run Racing.
John!
Don't forget Marshfield now.
Well, that's right. I forgot Marshfield. Attendant Carrie Off. Second attendant Rihanna Steger. They invite you to the 100th annual Snowflake Ski Tournament in January 2023. Stop down to the ski hill for a round of golf this summer. Enjoy some great food at the clubhouse as well. County Road P in beautiful Timber Coulee. Grand Fest would like to welcome Don Fink with his 1974 red Chevy Corvette convertible. He is from Greenwood, Wisconsin, and believe it or not, Don has been a part of the parade for 42 years. Thank you, Don Fink. Florence Grand Fest would like to welcome Miss Black River Falls Court. Crowned back in July at the festival in the park in beautiful Black River Falls. Miss Black River Falls, Katie Settlebauer. First attendant, Grace Roskus. Second attendant, Sherelle Gunderson. And third attendant, Alice Blackdeer. Katie, Grace, Sherelle, and 49th Annual Grand Fest would like to welcome Ben Blank into the Sparta Area Chamber of Commerce, inviting you to their annual The Spindle Market. The event kicks off at noon on Friday after Thanksgiving with artisan crafts vendors, German cuisine, good wine, which is a mulled spiced hot wine, and a festive event for all. Join us for all 4 weekends of the Spindle Market experiences and get in the holiday spirit. This is one-of-a-kind Hallmark type event in downtown Sparta. Grand Fest would like to welcome the Tremolo Lions Catfish Days Royalty. Miss Tremolo Royalty, Sheena Kirky. First attendant, Maggie Bistodu. Second attendant, Claire Mulvicki. Third attendant, Micaiah Stanky. And attendants, Elise Schoonover and Brian Harris. In July 2023, the Tremolo Lions will hold their annual Catfish Days. They invite everyone to come and celebrate with them along the banks of the Mississippi. Be sure to stop by the Festival Souvenir booth located in the back of the Festival office building at 402 Pine Street. You'll find all kinds of items, and be sure to ask about the Cranberry Guide. Purchasing this. And of course, up and around the corner from the office, Hall of Famer Green Bay Packer Jerry Kramer is there signing autographs. Grandfest always welcome back this exciting band. Performing music from the 1980s, please welcome the Mighty Mounders, the Outmode High School Marching Band.
safe burning starts with attending your fire at all times and following local burning laws. Get your free burn permit on the DNR website or by chatting with your local forest ranger. Thanks for the great tip. Would like to welcome the Cadott Neighbor Days, which is always the last full weekend in July. Little Miss Cadott, Dallas York. Little Miss Princess, Jaden Zell. Junior Miss Cadott, Tessa York. Princess Karina Gibson. First Princess, Topanga Ristel. And Miss Cadott, Molly York. Breakfast would like to welcome this beautiful 1964 Ford Fairlane driven by Ron Scheitler of Camp Douglas. Ron has been with us before, but this is the first time in the parade with that red beauty. This car is pretty much stock with a 260 V8 engine. The only enhancements are the hood and the tires. Breakfast would like to welcome back the Marching Tigers of Black River Falls High School. They're active in the community by playing for home sporting events and community functions. Students in the band have the opportunity to be involved in other ensembles such as concert band, handbells, and chamber ensembles. In June, the band traveled to Disneyville and participated in an instrumental workshop and enjoyed the excitement of Disney. The band is being led today by this year's student directors, David Becker and Olivia Rumsey. Society of 40 Men and 8 Horses, an independent by invitation honor society of American veterans, or commonly known as the 40 and 8. The 40 and 8 is a committed to charitable and patriotic. They aim their charitable endeavors to programs that promote child welfare, nurses training, youth sports, and other charities too. Welcome back to La Crosse County Voyager 830 of 40 and 8. Florence Festival would like to from the Toma VA Medal Center. Their float was donated to the Marshfield Elks, who created the float back in 2008. The float recognizes each brand of the military with their insignia and flag. In the center is the United States flag and a replica of a fallen soldier. The Toma VA serves 26,000 veterans in an 18-county service area. We'd like to thank all veterans for their service and welcome back to the Toma VA Medical Center. Orange Cran Fest, welcome to the Trumbull County Humane Society, a nonprofit, non-government animal shelter that operates on the generous donations received from the general public. We care for lost, unwanted, or surrendered dogs and cats in the county. We are located south of Blair on Highway 53. Our mascot, Snickers, was a surrender, but now has a forever home with the driver and his wife. Adopt a best friend, adopt a pet. Florence Cranton Fest would like to welcome the 2022 Sparta Butter Fest royalty. Sparta Butter Fest takes place the second weekend in June and features live entertainment, a carnival, cow milking contest, Steve Schaub, and junior princesses Ella and Callie. Visit SpartaButterfest.com for details. See you in June of next year for the 39th
Thank you, Warren Lions Festival.
Grand Fest welcoming the Toma Lions Club, supporting the area since 1930. The club is comprised of men and women who are interested in giving back to the area. More. The Toma Lions invite you to join the club. They do a lot of good work and have fun doing it.
Everybody having a good time.
Orange Grand Fest extending a gratitude of welcome to Miss Unalaska and Miss Unalaska's outstanding team. Miss Unalaska Ava Krause and Miss Unalaska's outstanding team, Trinity Horsemen. This is their first Cranberry Fest parade. Miss Unalaska will have the 2023 competition on Saturday, October 29th in Unalaska. He lives. It's Bucky Badger and Bucky's Yacht. An expressive art piece created here in Warrens. It was originally purchased to be used as a carp fishing boat. Its inspiration was generated during the COVID-19 Jump Around radio sensation on Saturdays. Jump Around only takes place at Camp Randall Stadium in Madison at the end of the third quarter. Bucky Badger, the most famous mascot worldwide. Let's all clap and wave to Bucky the Badger on Wisconsin. Florence Grand Fest would like to welcome the Wisconsin Wheelman, part of a worldwide organization dedicated to the enjoyment and preservation of our bicycling heritage. Wheelman members exhibit riding skills in club uniforms and period attire from 1870s to 1932. They love educating others on the history and evolution of the machines. The top question is always, how do you get on and off that bicycle? Our answer is you climb up and hopefully you dismount with grace. How about the Wisconsin Wheelman? One more time, how about the Wisconsin Wheelman? Grand Fest would like to welcome you, coming sooner than later, Snowmobile Trails in Monroe County, made up of 10 snowmobile clubs. They're responsible for grooming over 300 miles of snowmobile trails throughout Monroe County. Lawrence Grand Fest would like to welcome back the Marching Knights of Woodland High School. They've been playing in the greater Alaska area since 1961. The 35 members of the band represent all 235 students from Lutheran High School, which are students in its 49 Wisconsin Evangelical Lutheran congregations around the La Crosse area. Marching Knights, directed by Mr. Jonathan Whitty and led by drum major Larry Gilbertson. The Luther High Marching Knights are pleased to share their musical and marching gifts with Grand Fest. The 49th Annual Lawrence Cranberry Festival Parade would like to welcome the Miss Neilsville Court, inviting everybody to their wonderful town of Neilsville. Miss Neilsville, Kaylee Kamushak. First Princess, Emma Moen. Second Princess, Kaylee Moore. Third Princess, Abby Mathis. Little Miss Neilsville, Emberlyn Parker. Little Miss Princess, Brooke Spencer. Little Second Princess, Tyra Woodrick. And a Vinters. You know they love cranberries. They made their debut at Cranfest in 2006 with 2 kinds of cranberry wine. They now have 11 cranberry wines and blends, including a bubbly wine. You can also try the wine slushies. Their wine is made with local cranberries. Try their award-winning celebrating cranberry wine at the wine garden and visit the tasting room in La Crosse.
Oh, they're so beautiful! Oh my God!
Florence would like to welcome back Save Second Base. Save Second Base co-ed softball tournament for breast cancer awareness is held on October 7th, 8th, and 9th at Memorial Park in Sparta. The tournament continues all weekend with fun and games for the whole family. All proceeds go to the UW Carbone Center in Madison. Visit their Facebook page at Save Second Base, Sparta, Wisconsin. Breakfast would like to welcome the Miss Blair Cheese Festival. Miss Blair 2022, Samantha Kidd. First attendant, Delia Paulson. Second attendant, Isabella Wagner. Miss Congeniality, Lydia Frederickson. And Little Miss Blair, Kenzie Jard. Join the new Miss Blair Court at the Cheese Fest the second weekend after Labor Day. You don't want to miss the live music, tractor pull, carnival, and great food. Let's welcome from Boston, Wisconsin, the official Cheesehead Marching Band. This year's music selection is Katy Perry's hit Firework in celebration of their return to the street and field in performance under the direction of Samuel Hench, the Cheesehead Marching Band. That love spending time on local cranberry reservoirs and ponds. They look forward to their annual participation in the Florence Cranberry Parade to share their enthusiasm on and off the water. This year, the club is celebrating 5 branches of military service: Navy, Army, Marines, Coast Guard, and Air Force. A special shout out to one of their members and usual parade participant, Sam Mosley. He is currently deployed, but we are excited to have him home coming in October. Thank you to our military personnel, past and present, the Florence Yacht Club. Florence Grand Fest would like to welcome Westby's Sittin' to My royalty. 2022 My Court, Princess Brenda Thurston, first attendant Marissa Clune, and second attendant Maura Martine. They invite you to attend the 55th Sittin' to My Festival in Westby on May 13th and 14th. Please join them for a weekend of Norwegian food, fun, and family entertainment. Derek Martine driving that pickup truck from Sleepy Hollow, that truck too well. Let's be Sittin' to My royalty. Fast Tracks or hashtag Hoss Tracks.
Grant Festival to the Hoyle Corn Festival royalty. Sarah Miller, Corn Fest royalty, Area and Trust. Corn Festival royalty, Emma Armstrong, Corn Fest Corn. Royal Corn Fest, the last weekend of Florence Grant Fest would like to welcome back the Florida High School Marching Band. Florida High School Marching Band playing Hooked on a Feeling. Band directors Gary Thompson and Andrew Nicholson with color guard Coach Rebecca Shawley. Drum majors are senior Jordan Johnson and junior Colin Dosing Gonzalez. Color guard captain Cassie Shawley. Marching Band. Grant would like to welcome Miss Jackson County and her court. These ladies are crowned the first week of August to kick off the Jackson County Fair. Third attendant Avery Gonzecki, second attendant Isabel Blackdeer, first attendant Michaela Lopez, and Miss Jackson County Mackenzie Doherty. Also welcoming Abby and Charlie. Abby is riding her horse Charlie, who was adopted from a shelter less than a year ago. This is her very first parade. How about waving on Abby and Charlie? 3 o'clock. If you're interested in finding out who the winners are, we'll be announcing those right here on the parade stand. It's welcoming Bradley Schrader here today, driving his 2009 Kenwood 2900 semi. Radio flyer makes his way through town. The world's smallest radio flyer popularity has made him one of the highest rated parade units in Wisconsin. Let's give him a big cheer, the world's smallest radio flyer. Breakfast would like to welcome the Guardians of the Children, a nonprofit motorcycle organization dedicated to protecting and supporting victims of child abuse. Their mission is to recognize and react to child abuse and educate the public to do the same. They serve as an advocate for families in crisis and be an answer to an abused child or encourage, support, and protection. Don't let your silence drown out. Just a reminder, Grant Festers, most if not all of our vendors will be open until 5 o'clock, so the sunshine-filled afternoon, plenty of shopping still remains. Grant Fest would like to welcome back the Alma Center Lane Strawberry Festival. The royalty, Queen Erica Cordes Medina, first attendant Chloe McFarlane, and Little Miss Shortcake, Avia Thompson. Grant Fest welcomes the Walworth Cranberry Company, joining us today with owners David and Jenny Walworth in their third generation. Their property was one of the original Union Cranberry Marshes established in the early 1900s. The building housing the Wisconsin Cranberry Discovery Center and Cafe here at Warren's was the original packing warehouse for the marsh. We are proud to have children from the Cranberry area riding along today, many of whom are the next generation in keeping the amazingly fulfilling lifestyle of the Cranberry Bog alive. Welcome the Walworth Cranberry Company. Florence Grant Fest would like to welcome back Miss Greenwood in her court, which were crowned September 9th at Greenwood's End of Summerfest. Miss Greenwood 2022 is Morgan Reyes. First attendant, Destiny Durstein. Little Miss Greenwood, McKenna Barons. First Princess Deanna Smith and CAS goes to Monroe County Fair in Toma the last weekend of July. This is the 1997 Peterbilt 385 fashioned to honor the late music legend owned by David and Christine Schreier of Toma. Grand Festival would like to welcome Miss Whitehall, Hannah Stoutner, first attendant here. Grand Festival would like to welcome back Miss Thorpe and her royalty. Miss Thorpe, Vivian Brown, and Junior Miss Peyton Becky, Princess Addie Adair, June Dairy Days, the first weekend of June. And Grand Festers, that will end this year's 49th annual Grand Fest Parade. We hope you come celebrate a bigger and much larger 50th anniversary of Florence Grand Fest next year, September 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. Once again, how about a round of applause for the 49th annual Grand Fest Parade?